Luke, congratulations. You mentioned on stage there that Phil Taylor had given you a boost coming into the final tonight. What can you tell us about that?
Nothing.
Is it words of advice or?
Yeah, but I'll keep that private between me and Phil. He just gave me confidence and was supportive of me.
That was obviously a big boost for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you got the greatest dart player in the world showing a bit of support and belief in you, then it makes you feel good. And you know, it's always nice when someone believes in you. But when the best in the world believes in you, or was the best in the world, it feels good.
You've got that triple crown now. You're ticking off these majors one by one. What's the next big target?
I don't know. Just enjoy myself, have fun, and try and win as many as I can. Really.
And how much are you looking forward to teaming up with Luke in the World Cup, and what's it going to take for anyone to stop you?
Good darts to beat us. They're going to have to play well, but we've got a lot of pressure on our shoulders. I think that we'll thrive on it.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Luke, congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
Looking back at last year's final, how much of that was a motivation going into this year?
Yeah, a big motivation. I feel like I think the story is what I said. You know, the 5-all last year I was negative. The 5-all this year was positive, and that was changed the game for me. Obviously, last year Luke came out after being 5-all and was unbelievable. You know, the 9 darted, he didn't relent. He deserved to win, but you know, this year I was lucky to be 5-all again, and then managed to come out and actually perform at a decent level. So yeah, I think that was the clear thing that won me the title.
And great to see that respect after battle. You know, you've got huge respect between yourself and Luke.
Yeah, because I love him. I think he's a good kid. He really is. He's you know, a close friend of mine in darts. You know, obviously when I'm around him, we all speak, we always chat and stuff like that. And he's just a good kid, to be honest. So yeah, it's always nice to share the stage with him. Of course, he'll probably win much more than I'll ever win in my career because he's young and he's a great talent. So yeah, but I'm just happy when I nab one here and there, and you know, try and get that to that point where you win as many as you can. But you know, like I said to him on the stage, I said I'm really happy to win this, but I'm sure he'll get me back many times in the future. But of course, it was nice to share the stage with him again, and you know, it's just another final in the Luke and Luke saga.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
Congratulations, Luke.
Thank you.
How nice is it for you to sort of say, remind people I'm world number one?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go and try and win the title for that. I know I'm world number one. That might last for many years, or it might last another 3 or 4 months. No one knows, to be honest. But whether I'm world number one or world number two, I know I can still win titles, and I can still mix it with the best. So yeah, I mean, being world number one is obviously a privilege, but you know, if I don't win the World Championships this year, it doesn't matter what anybody says, I won't be world number one, really, because that's what I'm relying on. I'm depending so much. But if I can go there and win the World Championships, I'll stay number one for a lot longer. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, it's nice being world number one, but winning titles means more to me.
Luke, in the past 2 years you've won so much, but how does this feeling tonight compare to the other moments in your career?
Yeah, I think it rates up there with the top 5. I think for me, the Grand Prix, the World Championships, the Match Play, the World Cup, and this one, the biggest 5, because the World Grand Prix obviously very special. It started the domino effect for me to keep winning, and then obviously I love the Grand Slam. I love that, and then the Players Championships, of course. But I don't want to discredit them. But yeah, when I won the Worlds, that was definitely up there. The feeling. But this one felt like it was the one that I really wanted to win. And if you keep, you know, it can happen. If you keep losing out every year, it can then start to get hard to win, because then you're searching and you're trying too hard. You know, I said to myself, if I can win that tonight, I'll be really happy. If I don't win it, then you have to be careful not to keep like trying too hard to win it, because if you do, you won't win it. So yeah, I'm really happy to have got it done early. You know, don't forget my first major title was only 21 months ago. So to create that triple crown, as you say, in such a short space of time, I'm quite happy with it.
Talk about that change in mindset after the break compared to last year. It's easy to forget that you are still so young. How much are you learning still year on year?
Yeah, honestly, I'm learning every week. You know, there's certain things about yourself that you learn a lot about. You know, sometimes you're in moments where you feel really good, and then you kind of feel like you bottle it, and you feel like, okay, well, why did I feel like that? Why didn't I finish the game off there? And then there's games where you feel a little bit jaded, and then you manage to be really good, and you think, well, I felt rubbish there. How have I played so well? So you learn things all the time, but you know, for me, like you say, I'm still relatively young in the game, and you know, I'm a couple of titles away from being possibly the 3rd most successful dart player. You know, I don't know really, but when you win 10 major titles, you imagine, you know, some unseen territory. So I'll keep pushing, keep working hard to make sure that I want to get over the 10. So I hope I can do it the next couple of years.
Thank you, Luke. Well done tonight.
Thank you, mate.